And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today. Welcome back to Fanboy Fridays. Fanboys.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
I
See what I'm saying?
I thought.
No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
All right, my people. It has been quite some time since we have had a laugh at the expense of the members of the 3.5 and 6 Kingdom. And so today, we are going to continue with episode 24 of the LeBron James Fanboy Files, of the fanboys who are so miserable in life that they have nothing better to do than to watch channels to which they know they are going to disagree with, to watch channels that they know are going to upset them and have them crying and emotional and, just looking for a way out. And so, without further ado, let's get into this, my people. Fanboy number 1. This is coming from my video. Says LeBron James says he could potentially play until he's 47. LeBron James says he could play another 5 to 7 years at a high level. And this fanboy says, "Itch boy, what have you done out of life?" Okay, so as we can see here, this is all he says. And by itch boy, I'm assuming he left off the B. Typical fanboy stuff. He doesn't address anything in the video. So let me say this. Fanboy, I have done more than you in life. I'm certain of that. But even if I hadn't, what does that have to do with the fact that your king is a liar? What does that have to do with your king saying he could play 5 to 7 more years at a high level when he hasn't been playing defense since he left Miami? What does that have to do with any of that, fanboy? Please let me know. We would all like to know, besides throwing out insults, have you received your check from LeBron James? Fanboy, for all the hard work and capping and knee pads that you have gone through to defend your king. What have you got from LeBron James? How about that? What have I done out of life? What have you got from LeBron James, fanboy? What have you got from the duck that has made it worth you watching videos to which you know you're not gonna agree with and hurling insults that I promise you, I can guarantee you that if we were ever face to face, you would not say the things that you say. Cause I'm laughing on video. But face to face would be a different story. Anyway, what more can we say about this guy? It is obvious that your life is miserable. Now, I don't know if that's because for the past several months that we've been hoping your day goes terrible, and I don't know if that, has come to fruition and every day has been terrible for you. I'm sure it has because you worship LeBron James. I'm sure that is the case, but fanboy, there's a way out. Like I said, you can always come over to the side of logic and happiness. It's good over here. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. All right. Member of the 3.5 and 6 Kingdom, number 2. This is coming from the same video about LeBron James lying that he could play another 5 to 7 years at a high level that he doesn't currently play at. This fanboy says, the question is, what are you gonna do when he retires? Your podcast is over, bro. I'm disappointed in you fanboys. I mean, well, you know, I guess it is what it is. You guys used to come, you know, with stuff like Jordan had Pippen, or Jordan didn't beat people till they were old, or y'all guys used to come with a lot of stuff. But I guess since I've debunked every narrative that you've come over here with, now you guys have really actually have nothing to say. So, okay. Fanboy, when LeBron James retired, first of all, let's be real. When LeBron James retired, there will still be content to do about LeBron James, because LeBron James is addicted to the spotlight. So there is no doubt that he's going to show up at places and get booed like he's gotten booed at football games or whatnot. He's going to continue to do things to rub people the wrong way and make some headlines so he can get some attention. That is what your king is going to do, just like you're over here looking for attention. You wrote this comment, fanboy, for attention, and, you know, you got it. So when LeBron James retires, hopefully there will be some good players to talk about. Hopefully we can start seeing small movements back towards a better NBA, even though that's not really going to happen as long as Commissioner Voldemort is commissioner. You know, it's going to take both of them being gone, and hopefully someone coming to take the place that actually cares about the game of basketball and not just squeezing every penny out of people that they can possibly squeeze. But fanboy, you are ridiculous, and so is your king. I mean, if you're gonna write something in my comments, please respond to something I said in the video. But you guys don't do that because you can't respond to everything. See, it's been so many people speaking out about LeBron James now that everything that you can say has been debunked. All of your leaders have been debunked, like Shannon Sharp and Nick Wright and Gilbert Arenas. All those guys have been shut down with the truth by now. So now you guys truly have nothing to say. But anyway, let's move on. Ridiculous fanboy number 3. All right, we're going to do something a little bit different, people. I'm actually going to read the whole exchange between this LeBron James fanboy and a normal, logical viewer, because this kind of shows the deep-seated sickness that these guys have about LeBron James. It's really disturbing, people. So this is coming from the same video. So apparently this video about your king lying, saying that he could play another 5 to 7 years, apparently this really upset you guys, that I made a video calling him a liar and talking about other instances of him lying. Fanboys, what you guys need to ask yourself is, why does everybody always think your king is lying? I mean, no one ever thought that about Kobe. No one thought Kobe was constantly lying. No one thought that about Mike. No one thought that about Kareem or Magic or Bird or Wilt or Russell or any of the greats. No great had no great had this thing about them where people thought they were lying all the time. Why does your king, fanboys? We need to know. We already know the answer to this, but you fanboys need to sit down and really think about this. Really think about, why do people constantly think your king is lying? This in itself is a problem. We all know the answer. That is because he lies a lot. It's just that simple, fanboys. But anyway, yeah, I guess this video really upset you guys. So ridiculous fanboy number 3, he says, I swear you love talking about LeBron. You probably got his pictures all over your house. You are undercover LeBron James lover. You dream about him at night. You can't tell me you don't. Fanboy, I don't. I'm gonna say this again, even though it's been said 2 million times. Fanboy, LeBron James just happens to be the name. It is not about LeBron. It is about what he does. It is about the poor character. It's about the poor integrity, but more importantly, Fanboy, it is about the lies that not only LeBron tells, but that the media tells about LeBron. It's about the lies. And more importantly, for me, it is about the younger generation and someone being able to tell them that, hey, this is not the way. Hey, if you want to be the GOAT, you can't just say you're the GOAT. You have to prove you're the GOAT. It's about saying, hey, if you are actually doing the things that you say you are, people will see it and will actually give you the credit for it. So if you were actually doing GOAT-like things, again, Fanboy, I don't know how old or young you are, but if you're a younger Fanboy, I give you a little bit more of a pass because you don't have anything to compare LeBron James to. If you didn't grow up seeing Magic and Bird and Jordan and Kobe, like if you hadn't actually witnessed what great basketball looks like, then you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't have anything to compare it to. You know, just like if you were a virgin, which you probably are. But anyway, yeah, Fanboy, it is not about the name. LeBron James, his name could be anything else. It could be William Drake. It could be Bob Brown. It could be anything. It is not about the name. It is about what he does. It is about what the media promotes about him. It is about the lies, Fanboy, which you have bought hook, line, and sinker. But anyway, so we're going to read this whole exchange. So the last thing he says is, you dream about him at night. You can't tell me you don't. And then shout out to @TheDudeAbides 1998. He responds to this guy and he says, LeBron did it to himself. Shout out. Simple and plain and no lies told. Fanboys, this is what you got to realize. Anything that you want to complain about the many people who dislike LeBron, about the many people who discredit LeBron, about the lack of respect that your false king gets, anything that you want to complain about, this short sentence sums it up. LeBron did it to himself. Fanboys, just like you did it to yourself when you got up in my comments. You did it to yourself. All right, so he responds to that. Fanboy number 3 or 1000, however you want to name him. He responds to that and says, rather you hate him or not, people are going to talk about him because he's the GOAT. So you right. LeBron did it to himself. The more people talk about him, the more relevant he becomes. So keep on talking. Again, I'm reading this so you can see the mindset of this people. Again, just like their king, they think because they just say he's the GOAT that it makes it so, right? When the evidence is out there that he's nowhere close. Like Fanboy, he's not even top 2 like the media tried to make him. He's not top 5, arguably not top 10. He's not in my top 10. And again, to me, there's a legitimate case to be made that he shouldn't be ranked at all among the greats. But yeah, so he said that ridiculousness. Again, shout out to @TheDudeAbides 1998. He comes back with, your boo LeBron is proving to everyone that he's the most overrated NBA player of all time. Despite all the league allowing him to get away with constant traveling, flopping, the way he goes at the refs, offensive fouls, illegal screens, and using his off arm to push defenders away from getting to the rim. The league changing what counts as an assist, not playing defense for years, the amount of prime all-star teammates he's had, how his goons in the sports media tries to cover for him like you do, and despite all this, he has a losing record when it matters most. Man, give this guy a round of applause. He has a losing record when it matters most. That's what we are witnessing. Truth is truth. Fact is fact. He's being exposed. We will keep talking with a smiley face at the end. Funny how they don't want to talk about his turnovers or having the most bricks. If you don't like the video content, why even watch it? LeBron even knows who's the true greatest NBA player is and is driving him mentally insane. Smiley face. Shout out to At The Dude Abides 1998. This guy, what can we say about that comment? It is nothing to add, is nothing to say. There it is. All the things that the NBA has allowed LeBron James to get away with for years, not only has allowed him to get away with, but considering that he doesn't play defense, considering all the all-star teammates that he has had, and guess what, fanboys? All of you LeBron James, all of you ridiculous fanboys, all of you members of the CFL, I'm talking about the viewers, I'm talking about other YouTube content creators who are LeBron James fanboys, and I'm talking about media members who are fanboys of LeBron James. All of you are ridiculous. All of the things that LeBron James has been allowed to get away with, and this guy has a losing record in the finals. All right, so At The Dude Abides 1998, he writes that great comment, breaking down to the point, concisely, why people criticize LeBron James, why LeBron James isn't respected. And fanboy number 3 comes back with this. If LeBron was so overrated, why is everybody talking about him every single day? People talk about LeBron James more than Jesus Christ. Fanboy, you need to be slapped. He's the most talked about person ever, and that's a fact. You can make money off his name by hating on him. Case closed. Fanboy, again, just because you call it hating doesn't make it so. No, YouTubers make money off content, but calling out LeBron James is not hating on him, because why even try to explain this to you? Because you guys have very low comprehension skills, just like your king. Oh, wait, we forgot. LeBron James could flip basketball plays when he was 8 years old. We learned that on the Just the Game podcast with him and JJ Ridiculous. All right. So At The Dude Abides 1998, he comes back. He says, like I said, tell his goons like Shannon Sharp to stop using their DSL talking about him. And then the fanboy comes back with, no, keep talking S. That's what we need. I don't care if it's good or bad. Just keep talking. Well, if you don't care if it's good or bad, fanboy, why don't you shut up? Why don't you shut up? If you don't see, all of you LeBron James fanboys, just like your king, is double talk. Like you say one thing over here, and then you say something to contradict yourself. Because fanboy, if you don't care, why did you just have this whole back and forth? Shout out to At The Dude Abides 1998. Why did you just have this whole back and forth if you don't care? Why did you just have this whole back and forth if you don't care if it's good or bad about your king? You just want people to keep talking. So why don't you shut up? It's that simple, fanboy. All right. Let's move on. We'll do maybe one more. Okay, fanboy number 4. A member of the 3.5 and 6 Kingdom, number 4. And this is from the same video. This video really brought out the fanboys. They do not like their king being labeled a liar or made fun of for lying. Fanboy says Jordan had more help than LeBron with 2 laughing emojis. You know Jordan can't carry a bum A team with bum role players. He had Pippen. He ain't no bum. He had Rodman. He ain't a bum. He had a super team that ain't bums. Well, let's tackle this in a couple of different ways, you ridiculous LeBron James fanboy. Let's do this a couple of different ways. First of all, let's assume that Jordan did have a super team with the second three-peat. Let's assume it was a super team. It wasn't. It wasn't. But let's go ahead and give it that label for the sake of your argument. Well, if it was indeed a super team, Michael Jordan still got a three-peat out the deal. Now, what did your king do with his super team, his first super team? Matter of fact, with any of his super teams. What did your king do with Wade and Bosh, except for in 2011 put up the worst performance by a superstar in the history of the game? What did your king do with his super team except two-peat because he couldn't get to a three-peat because he's soft, and any team led by LeBron James is going to not live up to their potential? What did he do with his second super team with Kyrie and Kevin Love? Any three-peats? Any two-peats? Oh, I think not. What did he do with his next super team? What did he do with the Avengers he tried to put together with Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony and Dwight Howard and Rondo and AD? What did he do with the Avengers team? Did he even win a championship, or did he have one of the worst seasons? Fanboy, you should really just not open your mouth unless you've really thought out what you were about to say. Jordan had more help? Fanboys, you guys are so depleted of any intellect at all. I mean, it's so empty of any intellect at all. Like, do you even know your king's career? That's what I would like to know. Like, forget going back and studying Jordan and past players. Do you actually know your king's career? So that was the first thing. If we're gonna classify Jordan's second three-peat team as a super team, well, even if it is, he got a three-peat out the deal. LeBron James, no three-peats. With any of his super teams, LeBron James doesn't even have two two-peats. Jordan has 2 three-peats. LeBron James doesn't have 1 three-peat, and he doesn't have 2 two-peats. With all the help that he has had, I don't want to hear about him dragging anybody to the finals because he didn't win them. And moreover, they exaggerate how bad those teams were for the sake of your king. They exaggerated to simply say, oh, well, look, he dragged some bums to the finals. That's the only reason they exaggerate how bad those teams were, because at the end of the day, those teams were very much like the Chicago Bulls, except guess what the difference is? You ridiculous LeBron James fanboy. Fanboy, when you look in the mirror, you are staring at more ridiculousness than any one person should have to see at one time. Your king, his team was similar to the Chicago Bulls, except what's the difference, fanboy? The difference is the leadership of Michael Jordan. The difference is the accountability of Michael Jordan. The difference is the non-passive aggressive leadership that your king has. Michael Jordan is direct. Michael Jordan, when you're messing up, he's not gonna stare at you or ignore you or wait till several games go by or go talk to management behind your back. No, he's gonna say, BJ Armstrong, you're not doing your job. Randy Brown, you're not doing your job. Horace Grant, you're not doing your job and you gotta do better. If you're gonna play beside me, you have got to give your all. And that is how the Chicago Bulls became a dynasty. It's from accountability and leadership through Michael Jordan. You ridiculous LeBron James fanboy. I would advise you to actually know your king's career before you come over here saying anything. But before you get it in your mind to type anything in my comments as if you know something and then gonna put 2 laughing emojis there like you actually just said something and and like you didn't just make a complete and utter fool of yourself with what you just said. Next time, before you type, know what you're talking about. LeBron James is, not only has he played with more help, but he has played with help that he chose. And he's 3.5 and 6 in the finals. Fanboys, while you think you're laughing at something, we are all laughing at you. We gonna end it here because this is why we haven't done this in a while. It's because you fanboys have nothing to say, and I honestly think you guys get worse and worse. I honestly think that you are getting dumber and dumber. It's not going up, unfortunately. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Fanboys, if I hadn't told you today, let me tell you that we hope your day is going terrible and you are ridiculous. And so is your false, fake king. So is your leader of the 3.5 and 6 kingdom. So is your leader of the CFL. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly, truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.